This is the story of Daniel. It starts here. This is not Daniel. This is his daughter, Nukea. This is Pat. He picked up Nukea about a year after Buster passed away. And Buster was one of the puppies from my two dogs, or our family's two dogs, Dixie and Thunder. When Pat went to check out the litter for Nukea, he saw Daniel. The breeder was done with breeding, so they didn't need Daniel anymore, and Pat said he'd take him, because according to my mom, he said Daniel spoke to him. And that's basically how Daniel entered my life, is because when family friends would travel, we would often dog sit for them, and it became more than dog sitting for them when I started remodeling my place, and I had to stay at Pat's house as they tore down my whole condo. So there would be times I would be watching Daniel and Nukea. But then on Sundays, we also had a potluck or puppy pool parties, as it became to be called, for just the dogs to go swimming in Pat's pool. That's my mom's dog, Belle. That's Sasha and Nukea. And that's Daniel running around the back. Daniel did not swim. He didn't really play fetch. He would just run around the pool with a ball in his mouth. And basically, he just did not want to be left out, and he always wanted food. So you would always find him begging for food on these potlucks. When I moved in during my condo remodeling, Daniel started to get really attached to me. Everybody would say that he's my dog. He would cuddle up to me as best as he can. This was, I believe, after one of those puppy pool parties, or towards the end of the night, and he had to snuggle up close to me and just sleep on my shoulder the whole time. Could not really move, but yeah. I was at Pat's place for about 2 years due to bureaucracy and troubles of getting paperwork done to get my condo remodeled, which was just a headache in itself and a whole different story. But then also Pat came down with cancer. So for about 2 to 3 years, puppy pool parties on Sundays and holidays, dog sitting when needing, and Daniel being right there, able to snuggle up with me whenever he wanted and everything else. And then my condo got finished. Pat passed away with cancer, and I got Daniel. I got Daniel after Pat passed away, mainly because the other owner that took Nukea had another dog, a smaller dog, that Daniel kept fighting with. And I think he did that on purpose, because I think he thought he could come live with me, which he did. So for about 9 months in my new condo, it was just me and Daniel. So yeah, it was just me and Daniel in that condo for about 9 months. Every morning I would leave, and then I would check up on him at work on the camera, and all he would be doing is lying by the front door. I'd come home from lunch, and there he is again. Just come home, eat, go for a walk, and then when I left, I would check up on him in the afternoon, and there he is lying by the front door again until I came back. Never really moved, just stayed there. Daniel never really did much. He was never a guard dog, didn't really play, didn't fetch, just wanted to eat and not be left behind. The one story I do tell about Daniel is that there was one night at Pat's house where an intruder looked over his back wall, that rock wall, cement wall, and his daughter Nukea started barking. My mom's dog was with us, so she ran out halfway and barked at the intruder. And Daniel's still there on the floor, lying next to me on the couch, just looked at me like, I'm not gonna do anything. Yeah. Let those two handle it. I'm not gonna move. There's nothing wrong. I'm not doing anything. And that was it. Oh, and yeah, that intruder, when I called the police and everything, he got arrested, hiding in one of the neighbor's dog houses a few houses down. And if there was anything else Daniel was known for, was Daniel snoring. I have multiple videos of him snoring. Then came the time when I decided to move to California, because I pretty much got as far as I could get in Hawaii. And I had to go leave Daniel for a few months with some other family friends. And of course, when I get back, I have one video clip that's not that great, but him whining in happiness about seeing me again. But the second time I came back was when I decided that, yeah, I'm gonna stay in California and I'm gonna bring him with me. And you can watch that one.
Oh, Daniel. Oh, Daniel.
Hello. Miss me? He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, flew Daniel out from Hawaii to California, and it's just been the two of us ever since. Here he is when he was younger and able to jump on my bed. Here he is having some really good dream, I'm guessing, because look at that feet go. And it seemed like he did get his wish that he could live with me at all time, because after COVID, I started working from home all the time. And we go to the dog park almost every single day. He could sleep on his bed, he had the couches, so forth. He went from the breeder's house, from being an outside dog, to being a purely inside dog and never wanting to ever give that up ever again. He got to eat the last few bites of every single meal I ate, and we just had a good life. But age catches up. But as I said, as he didn't really care about fetching or really playing, he was an eater, always an eater. So he was happy when he got steak for dinner, and that happened every single time I made a steak for myself. But time waits for no one, and when I flew up here for work and took him with me, I knew that he was going to pass away up here. Everybody loved Daniel. You could pet him. He was very chill. When we went to the dog park, a lot of the female dogs loved him. He became the boss, or grandpa, senior citizen. And I still remember like the times where I remember coming back from one of our walks, and there's I think a cheerleading contest or something going on, and a whole bunch of girls stopped and they just petted him without even asking or anything, and he just there, and you could tell he was all happy that he's getting all this attention. What a dog. I need to include my favorite video clip of him. So Dum Dum, I have no idea why you chose me as your favorite, but it does seem like your wish came true to spend 6 years with me, pretty much 24/7, all the time, getting to eat my leftovers, going to the dog park, eating treats all day, and just spending time with me and being there. Thank you for giving me your heart, and thank you for being there and being that best friend that I don't think any human can live up to. And I hope you have no regrets doing it, because you went the highs and lows. I thank you for being there and just being with me. Thanks, Daniel.